stretch, like, I'll clean my butt real good, and then when I stretch my booty hole open and wipe, it still be boo-boo right there.
I have to put my leg up and really get in there. Like, I have to be like this and bend.
That don't mean nothing.
I have to lift it up and just...
You gotta open it up and squirt it in there.
What? It have to get wet in order for it to go fully away.
That's why people boo and then they get in the shower, right? That's why people do that. They use the restroom, then get in the shower.
But if you had a bidet,
they nasty. They nasty, bro.
I use one at a hotel.
I'm about to find some weird stuff like that from Amazon. No, for real. I want some weird stuff.
You might have to get a new toilet though, because it's like a section. They could have a cordless bidet if you put water in and just spray. Oh, but that's like a spray bottle. Yeah, you might as well just get a water bottle and go like this.
No, I feel like
y'all nasty. Why are y'all talking about this?
I feel good. I mean,
I like using a bidet.
No, it do feel good to make you feel clean.
And it still stink. Like, y'all need to put some soap and
water.
water.
No, it won't.
Put some soap and water in that crack.
No, you're gonna catch an infection.
No, you don't catch an infection.
So that means you don't
If you squirt soap and water in your vagina hole,
no,
I did not say that. I said just put some soap and water in your booty hole.
Ew.
So you don't take a bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of soap do you use in your butt?
Aveno.
Do you use different soap
from
I
the front?
use Aveno. No, I use
and
that.
I clean
the Summer Eve soap.
You're not supposed to use that. It has infections in it.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, no. Okay, so I know they said that a lot. I noticed that like Vagisil, the odor blocker, worked good.
What is Vagisil?
You're not supposed to use that.
You're not. I mean, they say you're not supposed to, but it makes it smell good.
Okay, but you don't have an infection.
No, but I never got
an
infection. You get an infection if
How do you know you have an infection?
Because I just found out you had an infection.
No, if you you know you got those don't go in the trash.
What? These hoes going in the trash. I stink, bro.
Let's say, would you rather?
Okay.
I want to do this in public. This is gonna be funny.
Let's say, would you rather?
Okay. Would you rather
go to jail
or have a birth defect to where you gotta have you gotta keep having babies? The moment you pop one out, another one come out again. Like your vagina just keep reproducing by itself.
Or would you rather go to jail?
Hey, those are both harsh.
I think it would hurt to keep having babies over and over again, but then again, God created us to have kids, so.
But I'm talking about like the moment you have a baby, you get pregnant again.
I could just keep having babies.
Yeah, you just
stop.
keep.
Oh, I go to jail because you didn't say how long we go. I didn't go for 2 days.
You always trying to be a smart ass.
Okay.
Would you rather kill like an innocent animal that's not like doing nothing to nobody, or kill a what's an innocent animal? Would you rather kill a puppy, or would you rather get your foot cut off?
You're like, Queen, no.
All the animal lovers are gonna hate us for this, but if you had the choice to get your foot cut off or kill a innocent puppy,
that's so sad.
Poor baby, but I don't want my foot to be gone.
Me either, so I'm gonna have to kill that damn puppy.
That's so sad. I don't want to kill a
We're never gonna kill a puppy, so don't start hating.
We could fake it and say we killed them and put it to sleep.
No, but you gotta kill them. Oh no, I would never. No, but if somebody say kill this puppy or I'm cutting your foot off. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to kill the puppy.
What if they say kill somebody that you love or cut your foot off?
I'm
cutting my foot off.
Yeah.
I'm cutting my foot off.
Damn.
But it's sad because the puppy is like.
I cut my foot off because they didn't say which foot.
So what if we would? Okay. Todd, would you rather go bald? Would you rather go bald or never be able to have kids?
Oh, that's
grow
sad.
bald because I can grow my hair back.
Go bald? Yeah, you can grow your hair back.
Oh, you want to have a kid?
Who don't want kids?
Right. I do want kids, but I don't want them now.
Oh, you do want
I
kids?
Wait.
You want a kid? I'm your auntie.
Well, then I be thinking because I'm annoying as hell. Then just imagine a bunch of annoying.
Being a mama changes though.
No, but my kids are gonna be annoying because I'm annoying.
But you're gonna love the hell out of them.
Right. Then it's gonna be a bunch of ties just walking around.
Oh hell no, that's.
You want girls?
Oh, imagine a whole bunch of them doing this.
Oh hell no, I wouldn't even
my God.
Oh my God. Oh, question. Would you rather hear Ty's laugh non-stop for the whole day for 24 hours? Like, she don't stop. It just keep going, like, over and over again. Or for 24 hours, would you rather
Lick the floor.
Or for 24 hours, would you rather be in a house with rats? Like, nothing but, like, rats just crawling around in 24 hours.
I'll just listen to Ty laugh.
Ty laugh all day?
Yep.
All right.
You think I'm gonna be here with some rats? I don't kill myself.
I don't think Ty laugh. Look. Now hear that non-stop for 24 hours.
I'll probably laugh with myself. I'm like, you get it? No? Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do your throat ever hurt from laughing?
No. It doesn't.
Well,
You don't laugh with your throat, you know.
What was that?
Monsters
Our
meet
mouth.
all day at the buffet, whining about the wet weather in the wintertime. Buddy, what a Freddy, what?
Fuddy-duddy.
A fuddy-duddy.
Buddy, what a
Nobody
fuddy-duddy.
puts Perry on speed dial.
These are
Quiet
dumb.
in the baby's room. What?
Folksy Bancho.
Listen, y'all have to finish. We should do finish
Ready
the
or
story.
not, but
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So
That'd be a good video, but come on, let's do it.
Okay. So I just was
So
walking. Huh? Oh yeah. Okay. So once upon a time, I looked in my panties.
And I seen Hershey's Kiss.
and the Hershey Kiss was melted because my coochie was so hot.
But then I tasted it, and it wasn't the Hershey Kiss that I thought it was.
Instead, it was a Reese cup.
The Reese cup wasn't really a Reese cup. It's really a doo-doo stain in my drawers.
But then I just got a rag and cleaned it out. But it didn't come out.
But then I had it taste in my mouth. And so I just got my toothbrush.
And I thought that I was about to brush my teeth, but then I realized that this is the same toothbrush that I use to brush my edges with.
So I just got soap, water, and peroxide, and alcohol, and bleach.
And then I dipped my toothbrush in there.
And then when I went to put the toothbrush in my mouth, I caught a little infection in there.
And then I died then.
That was a sad story.
Okay, I got another one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Start.
So once upon a time, I had a cheating boyfriend.
Which turned into a... Oh, I ain't gonna say that. Start over.
Once upon a time, I had a cheating boyfriend.
But I still loved him.
But then I started to realize who he was cheating with.
And I wasn't really pleased with who he was cheating with.
Because the girl looked better than me.
But then I realized I looked better than her.
And then we both was just feeling like we looked better than each other, but we both was ugly as fuck, so we didn't look better than each other.
Meantime, he was cheating on us with a whole nother girl.
And this girl really looked better than us.
And I was just so sad. I was in my room just crying my eyes away because I was just so devastated by how beautiful this other girl was, and I was ugly.
So then, the other girl that he was cheating on with me first that wasn't really cute, I invited her to my house for dinner.
And then, while she was sitting down eating dinner, I wiped off her eyebrow.
And while I was wiping off her eyebrow, I spit in her food.
And then she slapped me in the face, and I fell.
But then I got back up because I remembered reading that when the devil knocks you down, get back up.
And then I got back up, and then I saw...
What? Okay, you got up and start.
What?
You ever look at your man and think he's so fine?
Yes. And then you just ruined the whole story.
All right. all right. Y'all know. Let's tell a meaningful story for real. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
For real, like
so
a beautiful
one day,
story.
Okay, so one day I was in high school and I was very insecure about the way that I looked.
I didn't like that my vag didn't look like the girls on the X-rated videos.
And then I was insecure that I didn't have a chest yet.
So I talked to my mom about it, and she gave me some encouraging words about growing boobs.
And so I finally grew boobs the next day.
But when I grew them, I realized that they weren't mine.
I had messed around and went through surgery within that day and got some fake boobs.
And I also got part of my labia cut off.
And I also got my eyebrows done.
And then I went back to the doctor's office, and somehow I had caught an infection from all the fake stuff that I got.
When I caught the infection from the fake stuff, they gave me medication. But then I found out I was pregnant.
Of him healing me, he told me that I could no longer get the silicone removed.
I thought it was already removed.
It wasn't removed. I went through surgery before.
Oh, they gave me medication.
They gave me the medication, but I couldn't get it because I got pregnant.
Okay. So then I realized that I was stuck with these silicone fake things in my body forever.
And so I looked in the mirror and I said, I'm beautiful.
And while I was telling myself that I was beautiful, my body was just aching and aching and aching and aching. And I realized that maybe if I would have never went and gave myself these fake silicones, that I would be having a healthy pregnancy.
Your story is too long.
And so when my baby came out, I realized my baby didn't have the surgery. And so my baby was actually ugly.
And then a couple weeks later, after I started to heal from having my baby, my titties started sagging and my butt fell.
The reason my titties started sagging was because there was so much milk in them holding down the silicones. And my butt has so much fat in them holding up the fat. And
holding up the silicone. When you get a fake butt, it's silicone, right?
yes. And my fat just was overtaking the silicone because my body was already infected.
I thought that, but then again, I forgot that I took medicine, so I actually was infected.
And then I got on that plane and it bust then.
All right, I got one.
Okay, no, for real, we gotta tell a sad. Let's tell a sad story.
All right, for real. Once upon a time, I worked on a farm.
And all my life, I knew that I really didn't want to work on a farm, but I had to because that was the only way my family could make money.
And then I ended up meeting this boy while I was on the farm, and he was just so fine. I just was like...
The boy asked me to come inside the bushes with him.
But I was scared because I didn't know what type of bushes they was. I didn't know if they was poison ivy, if they was the bushes with blueberries in them. I was just scared, so I told him, no, get away, little boy.
And he just kept coming back. I kept tripping over him, so we ended up getting together.
We got inside those bushes, and I thought that he was going to try to make love to me, but instead...
He smelt me and said I stink.
So I was so embarrassed by the comments and remarks that he made that I went home and washed my cooch real good.
And then I came back the next day to the farm.
And he gave me the best head of his life.
So while he was giving me head, I busted him.
No, you should have seen me.
How explicit? Yeah.
I farted.
When I farted, I looked down and I was afraid. I thought that his face was going to have a bad face, but instead he smiled.
And he said, that was the most beautiful, smelling good fart I've ever smelled in my life.
So I'm just down there thinking everything's all good and dandy, and then 2 days later, I go to the hospital and I have an STD.
And turns out he was really smiling because he knew that he was giving me the STD.
And so I politely told the doctor, thank you, got my papers, and pulled up at his house.
When I pulled up at his house, believe it or not, he was with another girl and he was giving her the same STD he gave me.
Oh my God.
So I ran up in the house to tell the girl.
And she told me to get out and let her and have her fun.
So I ended up going back to my car and getting the proof out, and I brought it to both of them and told them to listen.
She ended up telling me I sounded stupid because she was the one who gave him the STD.
And the crazy part about it, the crazy part about it, I started to think, how did she get it?
So she didn't just have a regular STD. She had HIV.
Come to find out, she got HIV from a cow on the farm. But who infected the cow?
That's what I started to wonder. I couldn't figure out what infected the cow. So as I did research, I figured out that it has something to do with what the cows eat.
So with the cow eating the type of grass that it eats, it allowed the cow to start producing egg milk.
But the person who planted the grass had HIV. So who is the person?
And I kept digging and I kept digging.
And come to find out, my mom was the one who planted the grass, which had AIDS in it.
So who gave my mom the AIDS?
I started to scratch my head. The next thing you know, I wondered who gave birth to my mom.
So my grandmother ended up running down the story to me, and my grandmother was suffering with AIDS.
And come to find out, the only reason why the other boy had AIDS,
he didn't have AIDS
because he had sex with my grandma. No, wait. We gotta keep it going. This is funny. Wait. It makes sense. Wait. So the boy had sex with my grandma, and
my grandma told me that she was his little old thing back in her days.
Turns out my grandma forced him to have sex with her.
So then it turns out that when I looked up how old each other was, it was rape.
My grandmother raped this little innocent boy a long time ago, and I found out, and I killed that bitch.
What?
Now that my grandma is dead, they wanted me to pay for her funeral.
But I didn't have the funds to pay for it because I only worked on the farm 2 days out of the week.
So I ended up letting my grandmother's ashes burn.
And then I felt really guilty. So I realized the AIDS that I have, I should give to other people.
So I went on a wild sex journey spreading AIDS all over the world.
And eventually I got to my husband, the man I wanted to marry.
And he had an AIDS detector before we could even do anything. It was a scanner. Anytime somebody had AIDS, you just go down and say beep, 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 beep.
And he scanned me and it beeped. So I had no choice but to rape him.
So I strapped him down and started giving him the thing. And next thing you know, he had AIDS.
And then he was angry. So then he gave his AIDS to the next girl.
And the next girl gave him to her pet rabbit.
And so he ended up realizing that no one else wanted him because he had AIDS. So we ended up getting married just like I wanted.
So we lived happily ever after with AIDS.
Yep, the end.
And now we went down in the Guinness Book of World Records.
AIDS spreading.
Y'all is childish. Grow up. Queen phone out the door.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, girl. It's on 5%.
Okay. Once upon a time, let's tell a real story. Let's tell a real story.
You just said us a real story, then you start going on talking about pigs and cows.
A real story for real, no. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Queen.
And Queen lived in this big castle with no beds.
I had beds. This is gonna be real. This gotta be real.
This is not about you. This is about Queen.
This is about me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, tell us.
Queen lived in a castle
in Houston
with her son.
Her son was so energetic and loved to play.
And he just ate snacks every day.
He ate food sometimes. I mean, everybody gave him the phone when I told them not to.
But he knew how to work everything. He was so smart.
So then I bought him an iPad.
I bought my iPad.
Oh.
No, y'all want to know a real story? CJ is so addicted to watching YouTube the regular way now, and he be finding all the violent stuff. So I got him an iPad and put YouTube Kids on it, and not the real YouTube. He told me, "Mommy, I like it." When he get to my mom's house, he told her, "I hate my iPad. I hate YouTube Kids."
What?
Yeah, he's I hate YouTube Kids. I want to watch real YouTube.
He's smart. He could do it look different.
It's like nothing. He can't search. Yeah, he can't search for like
nothing but kids stuff.
No, if it's inappropriate for kids, he can't find it on there, and he know he can't find it. So
wow.
He be
what would he be searching?
Okay, so he'll search up like Spider-Man, right? And then it'll be like the videos with Spider-Man and Elsa. So he'll click on that, and then that will lead him to like gaming videos. And on the gaming videos, he click on that. They be cussing. Yep. So like he don't know how to type it in, but he know how to get to
keep clicking on videos to lead to what he's trying to watch.
He's smart. He be skipping ads, all types of stuff. He do.
Well, he's 3. That's pretty much what they do. What?
Wait. No, wait. You gotta watch it. You gotta look at it.
I can't see nothing.
Oh, right here, like you'll see it move. He always moving. He'll never move when somebody put their hand on him. But when it's
yelling
just
too loud, he can't hear me.
You ain't even talking.
Kick, baby.
He just kicked. I felt it.
You
Kick,
lying.
baby, kick.
You ain't your hand was doing it.
Kick me. Kick it. Kick.
He not about to kick because you just saying kick.
Oh, I thought he was really kicking. That's what she said.
Is he kicking? He ain't kicking.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can feel him moving inside of me, but he not that big right now to where you can see it poke out, or where like you can.
What does it feel?
Feel it. Let's see here. It feel like
a little worm.
It feel like something inside your. I know this is like obvious, but it feel like something inside your stomach poking out.
So I'm saying, like, when you feel it, what it feel like?
Sometimes it feel like gas, but it's really the baby moving. You ever have gas in your stomach?
Like cramps?
No, not cramps. Like gas, like something just swarming through your stomach.
Like you hungry?
No, you ever had gas go through your back, your stomach, and then it'll go all the way down and you fart it out?
No.
You have, right?
No, she have not.
Yes, when you get gas, you will hear it be like swirling through your stomach, and then it'll come out.
Oh, I never had that. I just fart.
You have gas and you fart.
So when you eat something, you feel it drop in your stomach?
Ew. Like I just farted. Did y'all smell it? I ain't feel nothing. I just
like when you eat, you feel it like drop in your stomach? Like when you eat, you be like, ooh, like, and it just drops.
So have you been sick?
When I first got pregnant, girl, I ate a bagel and I was taking an Uber somewhere, and I just started throwing up the bagel everywhere in the car.
What the man did?
He pulled over so I could throw it outside, and I cleaned it.
Did you throw up in his car?
I threw up in his car, but I had like, okay, so the bag that the bagel was in, I had to throw up on my food.
I'm saying what he did.
He was like, he didn't get mad. He was like, I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, it's okay. He was an Arab guy too. He pulled over on the highway. We was on the highway. It was terrible. It's like,
so you felt real sick?
Yeah, I ate some lasagna one day, and I was just like, no, some spaghetti, and then I had a cookie after, and in the middle of me eating my cookie, I had to run to the bathroom and throw it up. Like, it was so weird though, because with CJ, I never threw up. But this one, that's why I thought it was a girl, because they say that with girls,
you throw up,
you get sick more.
So what else? You been having weird cravings?
No, not anymore. Now I just want sweets. I just be wanting cookies and cakes. Ice?
No.
Yeah?
Scary.
No. Stop, because that's how ice usually sound.
So how did you know you was pregnant?
Why does it sound like an interview? How did I know?
What if you don't get sick?
Like, did you
what
know?
What if you don't miss your period?
Yes, no, I missed my period. That's how I knew.
No,
well, I didn't know.
Do
That's the first time I missed my period. I was like, I've never, like, you know how you just like, I've never missed my period for this long. Like, okay, for a day I get delayed because I'm stressed, a day or two. But if you go, I knew I was when I missed the whole month for my period. I was like, okay, it's been a whole month. And a new month came and I still ain't had my period. And 3 days went past in a new month. So I was like,
okay. So you were scared? So what you did?
I told Clarence.
Oh, he's dead.
He actually came to Atlanta and stuff. But like, and then we was just like trying to see if I was gonna come on my period. And
then you took a pregnancy test?
We bought one in Atlanta, but we didn't take it because we were scared. So then, no. So then when we went to the next state, like for a radio promo, we said we was gonna do it after my first show, and then we still didn't take it because we were scared. And then we went to the next state and finally took it when we got in the hotel, and that boy said yes.
And then what you said?
I sat in the toilet and I was like, oh my God, and he started crying.
Why he was crying?
Cause he ain't never been like had a dad. I mean, not had a dad. He never like had a pregnancy scare. Like he ain't never had like.
Oh, no.
He ain't never like got a girl pregnant. Thought he got a girl pregnant. Like this is the first time. And when you like his whole life, he knew his whole life was about to like change. When you have a kid, your whole life changed. So in the name of Jesus, I hope you get pregnant.
No. Did she just
I say in the name of Jesus, I hope you get pregnant. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll take it back. In the name of Jesus, don't get pregnant. Oh, what if you do? Come here.
You know what, for me, like, who wish something like that on somebody? Please, Jesus, don't.
It's not wood.
Please don't. Please don't.
It's not wood.
Well, don't. Jesus, don't.
She trying to find some wood. Look at her.
She's trying to find
What? Stop! Queen! Oh my God!
I'm not wood.
So, what if you use a...
So, are you ready?
Girl, first of all,
Can we be the godmoms?
First of all,
Can we be the godmoms?
you buy my kid a bunch of stuff. So I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
What if we laugh like that?
What if he laughed like that?
What?
What?
You weird. It's fuck.
My boob's gonna be hurting so bad. No, for real. When you get milk, we're gonna talk about it offline. Cause I don't know if he could. Listen to Tykeria laugh. Oh, he probably hear it. He probably like, I'm scared. No, he went like,
that is so hard to laugh silent.
If I was your kid, if I was like a kid, I would be scared of you because you're laugh. Like for real.
That is so. Can y'all laugh silent?
Yeah.
I just did it.
No, I hear you.
Exactly. You hear it.
So,
I can't laugh.
So you ready to be a second mom?
A second mom? Or have a second child?
Oh, shit. second child.
You are stupid. She's already ready.
Ain't nobody never ready.
Are you ready for like a newborn again?
Yes.
You ain't not gonna ever want to leave that baby.
I know, it's so hard. You be seeing Cardi B, she be missing her daughter.
So where the baby gonna go?
I'm gonna stay with my child after a little. Like, I'm not about to straight up leave my child. I'm gonna wait till they get a little older. I'm gonna be recording songs and stuff because I'm in the right place, Atlanta. Recording songs, dropping songs, and then when I get about so I'm about to do a tour. I'm about to do a tour of my EP, and then I'm gonna drop songs. I'm gonna drop my album December, and then I'm gonna drop, and then I'm gonna drop my album. Oh my God, I gotta. If I go into labor in the cold, we gotta drive in snow. Do Atlanta get snow?
Not really.
No. Okay. We don't never get snow. Ever. We get snow like every decade.
Oh, do we cold? It's gonna be in Atlanta.